What up, YouTube? Yesterday, went to the doctor's, had, trying to remember now. Had my weight checked and all that other bullshit. I've lost like 60 pounds in the last 3 months? 4 months? Something like that. But it's funny because every time I go to a fucking doctor, it's the same fucking bullshit. They treat you like a statistic because they're forced to, because most insurance companies don't pay shit. And Medicare, Obamacare is making this fucking problem even worse. But, anywho. So, when I go to a new doctor, it's instantly, oh, well, have you thought about gastric bypass? So, finally, I got this doctor to realize I started working out at the end of February, March, April, and stuff like that, and I didn't lose a fucking pound. I was on a paleo diet, and then, made sure whatever I had was, like the lean cuisine or healthy choice, whatever fucking meals, and, all this shit. So I had everything all logged. That's why I bought the tablet for in the first place. And didn't lose 1 fucking pound. And I kept telling her, look, this is not a problem with what I'm eating. This is a problem with my metabolism not being right. So she put me on phentermine, and I told her they put me on it before, and it didn't do anything. Sure enough, that first month, it didn't do anything. So she put me on the other one, phentermine, and so now I have to take both of them. And that next month, I stopped working out. I said, fuck this bullshit. If I'm not going to lose any weight, fuck it. I'll lose weight later. Because I don't eat that much. So I said, screw this. I'm just going to go back to how I just do my shit. I'm not going to worry about diet. I'm not going to worry about this and everything else. And that first month, lost over 26 pounds, something like that. And then next month was like 18 or whatever. So it's 3 months. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So I'm lower in weight now than I was when Isabella was born. And so I got a lot to go, but it's funny because at the end of the visit, she's like, I'm just going to write you a script for 2 months, and you don't have to come in next month. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, okay. She goes, yeah, keep exercising, keep, on that diet and everything else. And I'm like, exercising, diet? Oh, fuck, I quit that 3 months ago. And she's like, what? I'm like, oh, yeah, I quit that 3 months ago. I'm not going to fucking do that. Because when you eat, your body takes the shit out. Shit. And stores it. And then your metabolism burns it, kind of like a steam locomotive. Well, if that person isn't there to shovel up the coal, which is the fat cells, and throw it in the fucking burner, then they just sit there. Doesn't matter what you do. So mine was just doing the bare minimum it possibly could. And that's the problem. The painkillers do that. That's why opiate users start to gain weight. If they stop gaining weight, it's because they're probably mixing it with Adderall or some other speed, which basically is what I have. 2 different types of amphetamines. And it's funny because she was like, oh man, you're going to be wired and all this other stuff. And no. Nah, not even. Don't even feel nothing. And it's because that my metabolism's so fucked up that even taking both of those at the same time doesn't do a fucking thing. And that's the funny part about it. And so we're going to keep on. Most likely, if this keeps up, I'll probably, well, I have my ablations in a couple weeks. After that, I'll start working out again slowly. And right now, between now and then, I'm just going to kind of take it easy. I'll go on some walks and stuff like that, but I'm going to keep it pretty low-key because I don't want to stress out my back right now before I'm going to have needles shoved into it. And after that, if everything works out okay, I'll start working out. But most likely in about a month or two, maybe even 3, what I have now is not going to be working anymore, because that's usually what happens, because I'm on a maximum dosage. So after that turns and doesn't really do anything, then I don't know what the fuck's next. But they'll probably have to put, I don't know. I don't know what they can use after it. Yeah, I don't know. So I'll have to figure it out, because these things don't last forever. It's like the painkillers. They work and they start going and everything else, and then they, after a while they just, and it goes right back to how it was. And I don't need that. I need it to keep going. So it will. I'll have to find something else. If there has to be other ones, but it's not just because these are both class amphetamines, but they're a different makeup of what they do. It's like, there's a couple. It's hard to explain, but at the end it does the same thing. But it's like painkillers. At the end it does the same thing, but how it does it is a little different. And at the end they're both amphetamines, but how they do it is different. And what I'll probably end up having to do is find other ones that are different as well. So I'll have to research it. But yeah. But it was just funny. I wish I would have recorded it. The look on her face when I told her I wasn't even working out. So, anyhoozle. Nah, that's an update for that. I guess I'll just call a medical update and end it there. Because, yeah. Peace.